What is up, guys? Steve was sketching things. There's Beanie. Hey, what you doing? Yeah, that's who you guys are here to see, right? Oh, what is up? This is gonna be a nonsense video. Talk some knives, talk some work stuff, kind of complain, all that fun stuff. Just because I know I've got, so we'll go through the knife stuff first. The good knife. So I'm putting this up just to kind of give you guys, like, I've got videos that I haven't. I think the next one I was gonna put up. I've already had the knife for a month. But so yeah, any unboxings you see, they've knives I've had for a while. I just haven't had time to upload them, and I'm slowly getting through them. And then I just had one come in the other day, and we just got home from work. So yeah, and I'm gonna try. I always say this, but like the wife was like, "Hey, you got a lot of packages lately." It's like 2 or 3. You know, there's like that 2. I got like 5 knives to put. Yeah, it was. I just kind of went off the rails again. So, yeah. So those knife videos will be getting uploaded. Hold on 1 second. Dog, what are you doing? Stay in the back. Do I want to go over? We'll go over some fun stuff first. We're going to bounce around this place. This is going to be all over. It is October 27th. My triplets turned 16 today. It is scary as a father, letting them out in the wild like that. Watching them drive off this morning to school by themselves for the first time. Did my wife and I follow them just to make sure they got there okay? Yeah, we did. It's weird. Like, you, as a parent, it's this weird loss of control, protection, right? They're not in your space anymore. It's been hard for me. The older they've gotten, the more they've kind of pulled away, you know? It's like, it's just weird. And now they've got even more freedom. We'll see how long it lasts. Grades have to be good, which I don't worry about that. But, I mean, I was like, hey, just like your cell phones, that car can be taken away just as easy. So, hey, girl. So, yeah, there's that. So that's why I'm home. We'll go over some work stuff real quick. We are in Iowa. Well, not right now. I am building my first bin in Iowa. Crazy, huh? I mean, we go all over. Wyoming, Nebraska, obviously, Missouri, Kansas, Colorado, and this is the first time I've gone over to Iowa. Not too far. It's about 3 hours from me, so just over the border. Really, it's like an hour from Council Bluffs, if you know where like Omaha Council Bluffs is. But it's still like a 3.5 hour, 4 hour drive if you're dragging trailers. But it's really nice. So the season is finally winding down. This bin, the farmer is done picking, so really there's no time crunch. And the next bin also, they obviously don't care when it's up because they don't even have concrete up. I was like, I will be there. I will be there November 8th. So tell them they need to get that concrete done. And then I've got one to tear down. We're gonna go do a floor. So I'm home one because we went over there Monday. Came home last night because 1, we were short parts. 2, the weather turned really crappy. Like, obviously you hear me talk about the wind all the time. So, and it's my girls' birthday, so we're gonna take them to Omaha for the weekend and just kind of hang out and have some fun. But then we would go back, but then, what is it, Monday or Tuesday is Halloween, and I've got a young daughter, still a 10-year-old, and my guys have some young kids, and it's stuff like that. Like, I make the schedule, so yeah, can we be home for Halloween? There's no time crunch anymore. right? These bins are for next, like these guys won't fill them until next harvest. So, you know, if we can be home on Halloween and spend time with our families and take the little kitties out and all that fun stuff, we can do that. And then the next day, he's got his daughter's having some sort of surgery. I don't know, for her some sort of oral surgery. And then so we'll go back on Thursday. So in a week. But now that we're home though, I've got out in Colorado, we brought all the tools that we need and torch and all that stuff home with us. We're gonna run Monday to Colorado. It's like, oh, it's only a 4 or 5 hour drive. We've got to put a little floor, take a floor out, put a floor in. So we'll be home. We're gonna be gone Monday, and we'll be home. We'll get done with it Monday. I don't know if we'll get home Monday. We're gonna have to stay somewhere on the road. So I told the guys to pack for one night just in case. Hey, girl. Yeah, that's some work stuff. Some complaining stuff. Man, hotels. So obviously we stay on the road a lot. Hotels are ridiculous now. When my father-in-law ran the business, I mean, we stayed in the diviest of dive, motel, no, you know, and like everything in life, prices have gone up, but services have gone down. Like, you know, I don't want to spend a ton, right? Because that comes out of your bottom line, but we still stay in decent places, nice places. I don't want, you know, we're spending, you know, we're not in the hotel a ton, but you want clean, you want nice, and it's a bonus, you know, if they offer breakfast, because then you don't have to deal with that in the morning, you know, running to the gas station, getting something to eat. What you doing? So, like, the breakfasts have gone down. They put out this minimal crap. Like I said, the prices have gone up tremendously, and then you don't even give me services like housekeeping. And then the one we were staying at, I'm like, we are not staying here next time. They're like, hey, we need towels. Oh, you have to bring your dirty towels back to us in exchange. It's like, we're not stealing them. Like, that's your job. Like, what am I paying for? I don't know. It's just been a gripe. It's something I've noticed. And even the small dumpy hotels have gone up. Like, you offer zero. You get, it is a bed and that's it. And it shouldn't be like $100 a night. That's ridiculous. So I don't know. Just a gripe of mine. Another gripe this time of the year, man, in small towns, it is dangerous on the roads. I don't know if it's like this in every state, but I know in Nebraska, it's like a temporary CDL or something. They get, these farmers need help trucking, and they get these guys who only truck once a year, one time during, you know, just during harvest, hauling grain around. And my God, these guys are, I mean, they blow, I mean, they're just what I've seen. One guy blew a stop sign and T-boned a guy, and I think he ended up dying. They're just, there needs to be a test, I think. I mean, even a test, but I mean, it's outrageous how they drive. Like I said, they're not full-time truckers. They do this, they have other jobs, and they're these old guys, and they just come out the truck just during harvest, and it's, I don't know, it's annoying. Oh, what else do I got? Knife stuff. That's annoying. Not I'm kidding. Like this Performance, I got this, and stand. It's amazing how much I still don't know about Striders. Like, it is, I was trying to think the other night of a knife brand company that has more variations and more subtleties and more differences and stuff between knife to knife generations than Strider, and I'm having a hard time. If you guys can, so I got this from a guy in the Strider group, you know, paid what they go for. Stan, my boy, let me know that I think this was his knife, and he sold it to that guy, and he let me know, like, I gotta switch like in the performance, and then I went and looked at pictures. It's like something you don't know unless you look. I got to swap these screws around. He put those in backwards, the guy that had it, that I got it from. And then he swapped out the lock bar stabilizer. Because I don't really know the difference. I don't know. I'll have to look at pictures. I mean, it looks like a regular one, but I was looking and I can't tell the difference. I'll have to look closer. I guess there's a special one that the performances have. But the guy pulled that off and sold it separately, and he ended up selling it to another guy in the group, Gary, and then he was gonna give it. I mean, like I said, there's sucky people in this community, and there's awesome guys like Stan and Gary letting you know, like, hey man, that knife, you're missing this. And then Gary bought it and he's like, hey, I'll just, when it comes in, I'll get. I'm like, no man, you paid the money for it. It's yours. Like, it's shitty that this guy was parting out a knife just to make some extra money, and then he sold it for more than he got it from Stan for. And then so he's already made money on the knife, and then he's parting the knife out, making more money. Just kind of a, you know, and then he got booted from the group for some other stuff. I don't know what happened. He pissed someone off. So, I mean, karma. But I took Gary, I mean, that was an awesome gesture. I'll probably just get one from Pete Gray's Precision, and I don't know, something fancy, maybe a Damascus one or something, and throw it in there. This one doesn't bother me, but yeah, so I'm not planning on selling the knife. So, I mean, if it's worth less or something because it doesn't have the correct one, you know, I paid the sucker price for it and then didn't realize it didn't have the correct lock bar stabilizer. So there's that. But yeah, there's some awesome dudes and there's some shitty dudes, right? And if you're around long enough, you get to see both sides, and it just kind of sucks when that happens. Strider teased the Ajax, which is just this insane fixed blade, and then they showed the cutouts, like, so they're made, I mean, for that, like, weeks ago, month ago, when that dude was claiming Strider doesn't do any of their stuff anymore, doesn't do their fixed blades. I told my wife I wouldn't buy anything for a while. I might try and get one just because it's so insane. We'll see. I'm trying to think what else. There was some other stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. So that's it, guys. Just a bunch of random nonsense. Almost, you know, we're at 13 minutes of nonsense. Nothing new. Sorry. So you'll be seeing some new knives. But like, I'm gonna try and cool it because it's just like just stuff. I don't know, I think I'm gonna sell that green frag SNG because I've got a lot of SNGs right now, and really I don't need that one. I'd like to find an older one eventually. But yeah, I'm gonna finish my honey-do list, and me and the pup are gonna go hang out in the warm weather. So we stopped on the way home. This has to do with anything. Last year, so I had some new guys on the crew last year. They've been with me 2 years now, but it was, you know, getting into the cold, and they didn't really have anything good, and it's like, it's miserable in the cold when it's windy and you're cold and you're outside working. So I got them all coats last year, and then my two main guys who've been with me a long time, they're like, I think they felt bad. I was like, you guys want a coat? And they're like, oh, maybe next year. And so this year I'm like, I'm getting you a coat, you know, getting you a nice coat. Like, you know, we went and picked up some Carhartts. Not that Carhartt's the best, but, you know, it works. So, and then I had to buy one of the other guys a coat because he left his, I said, this is the last one, because he left it in the back of the truck while we were pulling a trailer, and it blew out somewhere on the interstate. So yeah, I picked them up some coats, and it's just, I was like, they felt, I don't know, they even, like, I even told them I was getting them, and we talked about it, and the guy that's been doing it for long, he just kind of felt like he was hesitant. I'm like, no, you guys deserve this. Like, this is part of the job. This is a perk. I said, next year we'll start a boot pro, you know, like they buy drives me crazy. And I know why they do it, because they're cheap, but they get these crappy work boots from Walmart, and they don't last. So they go through 2 or 3 pairs in a year. So if they had one pair of nice boots, they'd last longer. I said, I'll get you 1 pair of boots a year, you know, when we start the season next year. So yeah, I mean, it's little, I said, it's perks of the job. Like under my father-in-law, they got very, very little, like nothing. They got fed. And I'm just trying to, I don't know, treat them right, spread the wealth. Like I bought them all new rigs this year, tool belt rigs. You saw the one I did a video on, and I got that because they were wearing suspenders, but they had add-on suspenders. And then these newer tool rigs are just so much better. The padding's better, they're more comfortable. And yeah, I think when you're wearing these things for 10, 12 hours a day, comfort's a big thing. So yeah, just trying to make the job more enjoyable for them. So with some perks like that, you know, on our fishing trip at the end of the year. So that's all I got for you guys. Just a whole lot of nonsense today, really nothing. But yeah, stay tuned. I'll start getting those videos uploaded, and I've got some other stuff. So that's all I got for you. Phoebe, say bye. Phoebe. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.